Well, welcome everyone
Oh,
to
shit,
the
this is a wrestling podcast.
the Pro Wrestling Spotlight presents True Hill Heat 55. We are live from True Hill Studios, and we are here to discuss all the wrestling news that's going on today. And that means, yes, we're going to be talking about NWA and the Jim Cornette controversy following NWA Power. We're going to be talking about CM Punk's debut on WWE Backstage, as well as the latest and a preview of the entire WWE Survivor Series weekend. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3, and to my far left over here, we have the returning, the wounded but not down, the John Cena of True Hill Heat.
Never give up, bitch!
Never give up. No injury can keep this man down. He is the True Hill resident alcoholic himself, Top Guy JJ.
Oh,
welcome
my
back
God.
to the show, Top Guy JJ.
Well, thank you. Oh my God.
You missed your cue.
I mean, listen. So before I get, listen. Come on, man. Well, first of all, if anybody knows me, knows I'm off the rails. So I don't do shit on schedule.
Of course.
Nothing happens on schedule.
Right.
And shout outs to the fans in the back. You know, we got some special guests up in the crib up in here. You know, we got back from True Hill Heat. What was it? 7 or 8? 3. Literally 3. Secrets. The security Steve, like, oh my God, security stash. He's in the house,
he's securing the True
one
Hill
of the
Studios
originators, one of the pure security guards that lifted Baby Seth off his feet and dragged.
He lifted his soul from his body.
He lifted his carcass and dragged his mutilated body out of the True Hill Heat Center
and held him up so Mimi could slap him.
Vicious slap too.
Yes.
Vicious slap too. So shout outs.
Good stuff.
And of course, listen, last but not least, you know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for somebody to drop in here for a minute now. you know. Hey bro, what's up? You brought a special guest with you.
I didn't even get to introduce her.
I don't give a shit. You brought a special guest with you.
Anytime.
No. I'm gonna let the lovely Chrissy mention who's here tonight in this.
Well, to my nearest left, we have the beautiful, the lovely, the princess of all the True Hills, and the True Hill bottle girl herself, Miss Chrissy Love. And yes, in our studio audience, front seat of our studio audience, we got our new addition to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. You guys are gonna see him this weekend on SmackDown Review with the Lynches. We got Mr. Larry Mr. Larry Love over here.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait. Come on, man. I thought you were gonna bring the ruggedness to this
well,
show,
they gotta have the same last name. They're married.
Wait. All right.
This is very true.
All right.
Right.
Like, come on.
Yo, wait. That was a weak ass high five. First of all, that shit was weak as fuck. That shit. I don't know what was going on with that.
He's trying to deflect.
No. But welcome, my brother. Welcome to the show, man, and welcome to the True Hill Heat family. I can't wait to see these reactions you're gonna have to this amazing show you're gonna watch. Amazing show you're gonna watch tomorrow. The spectacle called SmackDown Live, baby.
Hey, all of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown will be on the show tomorrow, so you guys stay tuned for the SmackDown review with the Lynches. So he finally hit his cue. Finally, it took him only an hour.
Hold on, little ping balls. Hold on, big boy brought his little cousins. He brought his little cousins, you know what I mean? And then little Juice got little Juice, you know what I mean? They're on here. Where's the cups?
Pass it, yeah, there we go.
Where's the cups? Where's the rest of the bar? Like shit. Like
our producer over here. Thank you, producer.
Ghetto.
Our producer.
What about these puppies?
Oh, you must be new.
You're blocking the YouTube.
This is what we usually do.
You must be new.
So yes, our resident True Hill alcoholic is getting us ready. We gotta start off every True Hill Heat the same way. The True Hill roll call.
There's a lot of bodies in here, so.
Okay, please save your comments for being upset with Chrissy eating on camera again for following the True Hill roll call. So, the top 3 conversation starters on our True Hills group page, our True Hill Trinity. Coming in at number 3, Jamie Tanuk is back in the top 3. It's been a while, Jamie. Welcome back to the family. The true face of the True Hills group, we got Steve Salvage coming in at number 2. And once again at number 1, once again, I think this is like 10 consecutive weeks or something like that, the Negro Buck, Nick Jackson.
Yo, shout outs to my boy Nick Jackson.
Nick Jackson, before you put it in the comment section, your t-shirt is on the way. Please don't put it in the comment section.
You guys his t-shirt?
I've of course, I'm going away. I got a couple other things, a baby on the way. It takes a while, Nick. It's coming. It's coming, Negro Buck. Don't super kick me. The True Heels that we got to shout out. Ted Williams, Joe Bellelli, Al Terrace. We got Johnny Murdoch, Walker Freebird Child, Benjamin Fabu, and Jamal Curtis Barker Jr. YouTube subscribers we gotta highlight: Ramon Calazzo and Davidson Ritter. He had a couple of cool comments about our new 3 count with SP3. He is enjoying that we're giving more frequent news updates on our YouTube channel. So shouts out to Davidson for leaving a comment on our 3 count with SP3. So on the last True Hill Heat, we made a couple of huge announcements. The new additions to our True Hill Heat YouTube channel. You've been seeing the first 2 editions of the 3 count with SP3. You're going to have one more edition this week over across the pond in London. I'm going to give you one more 3 count with SP3 for the week. You've already seen the premiere of Drunk Guy JJ with Going Raw with Drunk Guy JJ, and wow. This man took 7 shots. God bless him and his liver. We appreciate him. You got the Romeo Report coming up. You got the SmackDown review with the Lynches, like we said before. So the next 2...
Salute to all of the True Heels.
Woo!
Mr. Love, you too.
There we
Mr.
go.
Stash, you too.
He can... there you go. He's lifted up.
Salute.
There you go.
Shit.
Boom.
Get out your phones.
Damn. Okay.
Get out your phones. It's already out.
Anyway,
Get your head out of your
the
phone.
next announcements that we gotta make for our YouTube channel coming up. I think either maybe someone has to confirm with me. Either later tonight or tomorrow morning, we're gonna have the premiere of Ness XT, or NXT reaction and review with Pot Heel Ness. Pot Heel Ness, he breaks down all the action.
Pot Heel Ness, really?
Yes. So if you guys are just watching AEW Dynamite on Wednesdays, you can check out Ness XT. He breaks down all the segments from NXT. So watch that. And AEW Dynamite review with my good friend Jimmy Macaram and Marcus Cash. Jimmy Macaran has a great YouTube channel I've been promoting on here, promoting our Power Reactions and Review. We reaction and review for all of the Marvel Netflix TV shows as well, so you can check it out on the Jimmy Macaram YouTube channel. But now he is coming home to the wrestling YouTube channel home, which is True Hill Heat, with his AEW Dynamite review. Jimmy Macaram has not watched professional wrestling in well over 4 years. AEW Dynamite is the reason why he is now watching professional wrestling after a 4-year sabbatical. So you get to have his reactions and reviews right here on our YouTube channel. So let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels before we get into our top news.
All right. The Negro Buck says, love y'all. Thanks for the shout out, JJ. Congrats on the baby again, Sid.
Thank you, sir.
You know what? That is probably the only time I condone positive comments to SP3. Yes. Congrats, my brother. I hope everything is completely smooth, and very soon, there's going to be an annoying little SP3 running around.
SP4.
SP4.
No, it's
SP4.
little SP3 to me.
SP4.
No, there's too many numbers.
I'm literally going to yell to my child, come forth. Come forth. Yes. All day.
Yo,
all day.
Not even
all
officially
day.
Papa yet, but already on track to being most annoying dad of the year.
True.
All right, and the question of the day comes from Steve Salvage. What did JJ do to his arm?
He had a John Moxley, pretty much.
So to make a long story relatively short, I had a pretty severe, little scare that was very sudden. No, Mr. Love, it was not a masturbation accident. Listen, I don't need that. So I had a very, very severe inflammation that took place, very similar to, unfortunately, John Moxley's. So it was very similar to MRSA, which my hand exploded, blew up 4 times its size.
Yeah.
And I literally went overseas to London, and it got cut open in London, and and that's why there's the gory stuff to hide, the gruesomeness, because it's pretty tough. But I'm here, and thank God, because it could have been a whole lot worse. And so that to make a very long story very short, that's pretty much what happened. And thanks for asking.
Yes.
All right, 2 more comments from Jamie Tannock. He says, I thought SP3 was the little SP3.
Good one. A short joke. Yeah, I haven't heard that in 30 years. Anyway.
and Jarmoris Moss Warren says, screw AEW, let's talk WWE.
Oh.
Okay. I guess you want to talk about t-shirt brawls. So let's talk about all the t-shirt brawls, because if you wear red and you wear blue and you wear black and yellow, you're gonna fight. It doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter when. You see somebody with a red shirt, you're wearing a blue shirt, you want to fight. You see somebody with a black and gold shirt, it doesn't matter where it's on sight. It's automatic. But no, we're not going to start out with that. So, yes, we got to start off with our main top news, which is...
Just a quick shout out to the... Yo, not for nothing. Quick shout out to you guys on the True Hill Heat page. So far, good job. I'll say, damn, this is 2 good comments in the same fucking episode. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Continue, go ahead.
It's a pretty good job with the 3 count, sir. Like, it's pretty good dialogue, right to the point. It's short, sweet. It gets you your information. If you don't know what's going on with the wrestling news, please check out the 3 count. You get your information. It hits hard. It hits fast. No homo. And basically, you get whatever you need. You get all the wrestling information that you need right on spot. But I just need to hit this drunk guy shit.
What's your problem with the drunk guy? The drunk guy?
You guys, first of all,
I think he had the premiere of the year.
First of all, you guys do not care about him. Like, oh my God, like you give him the worst and longest show to review?
Yeah.
Y'all, first of all right, if he's going to be a hit, we need to put him on a show that's shorter.
We need to
give him SmackDown.
He totally took so many shots, he completely forgot the Buddy Murphy.
He forgot what shot he was at after 4.
Yes, he did.
Like, he was like, I'm at shot.
Yeah, he legit had 3 before the Lana segment.
You know, it's like,
he had 3 before he got to the Lana segment. And he got so drunk off the 3 shots, he did not take one for the Lana segment, even though he said that was the worst segment of the show.
He took a shot, like he was so discombobulated with his shots that he literally, off the worst segment, he didn't take the shot for, but he took a shot off the women's match.
He took a shot because Triple H came out and ended the Kevin Owens Drew McIntyre match.
Oh my God.
But yes, we gotta get to the news. We'll talk more about Drunk Guy JJ and the rest of the fellas, and we're gonna talk about the whole week.
But shout out to
Survivor Series.
Your sacrifice, man. You know
what? It's been a great week so far.
You know what? I salute you for that, man. I'm damn sure ain't doing no raw reviews with my liver on the line because I'd be dead. I'd be dead.
We gotta kick off with the NWA-Jim Cornette controversy. Yes, Chrissy Love, before we went on air, said that she wasn't aware of what happened, so we are going to break the news to her, focus the camera on her face, because I think she's going to be surprised. So, NWA Power for November 19, 2019, the opening contest was NWA World Champion, the National Treasure, Nick Aldis, going one-on-one with former WWE superstar Trevor Murdoch.
Pause, wait. She has no idea about it.
She has no idea what the comment was.
Oh, Mr. Love, you might want to listen.
He has no idea what the comment was.
You might want to listen to this.
So,
you'll get tuned right in after you hear this.
NWA color commentator Jim Cornette, the always controversial Jim Cornette, a decision that a lot of people weren't liking when NWA hired him as a color commentator. Earlier in the week, actually, this is one that not a lot of people are talking about. Earlier in the week, on his podcast, he came out with a comment talking about Justin Roberts after reviewing, I think it was AEW Full Gear. And Justin Roberts, basically a fan, a kid in the crowd, was hit by accident. So Justin Roberts went up to the kid, got him free merch, kind of like raised the kid's hand and stuff. Mm-hmm. And Jim Cornette went on air and said, Justin Roberts, with the way he's dressed and the way he's smiling, I would not want him near any kid. He looks like a pedophile. So that was one. So that he already was on a couple of people's shit list because Justin Roberts didn't deserve that because he was doing something good. So for him to do something like that.
Yo, but Justin Roberts is a good dude.
He said that live on air.
He said that on his podcast,
podcast.
but
On
this
his podcast.
was live on
This
air
one
on
was on air.
NWA Power during the Trevor Murdoch Nick Aldis match. In reference to
To
Trevor
make sure the
Murdoch,
table is sturdy enough.
in reference to Trevor Murdoch, Jim Cornette said, Trevor Murdoch is the type of guy who could ride a motor scooter with a box of KFC strapped to his back in Ethiopia without anyone bothering him. He's a tough dude. He could take care of himself. These comments led to the November 19th NWA Power being pulled off of YouTube by Dave Lagana and NWA.
Can you
What-
pull up who he talking? Can you pull? I need to see this person.
Oh, Trevor Murdoch.
Trevor Murdoch.
I'm gonna let you.
Let her see who
No,
Trevor
you finish
Murdoch
your
is.
dialogue while I
But-
show her and Mr. Love who Trevor Murdoch is.
Yes. So NWA basically apologized for this. They pulled the episode. They then re-uploaded the episode with the line muted out. After that, the following day, they released a press release which said that
Okay.
Jim Cornette was officially resigned from the NWA, the National
Remember?
Wrestling Alliance.
Yes, I remember. Okay, I was like, that
Earlier
sounds so
today-
familiar.
This is Trevor Murdoch.
Earlier today on Instagram, the Jim Cornette Instagram, or so we thought, put out a public apology about the situation, and then further on Twitter, Jim Cornette and his real Twitter basically said that Instagram was fake and that he didn't apologize.
So wait,
he
hold
does not apologize for his words and his actions, so stay tuned to the Jim Cornette Experience on his podcast. He's going to reference what happened, the whole controversy, and the fact that he was resigned. So what are your guys' thoughts? I'll kick off with you since this is the first time you're hearing about it. What are your thoughts on the Jim Cornette
He
comments?
said that he's the type of guy to ride on a motor scooter in Ethiopia with
A box of KFC strapped to his
With
back.
chicken strapped to his back. And nobody would bother him.
Yes, because Ethiopians are hungry and they steal people's food. That's all I hear. Black people steal food.
And you saw the picture.
Okay, but
Who I-
I
this-
didn't
this-
see
this-
anything.
No, but
let
you saw who I
me just
who the guy
rewind.
is.
Let me just rewind this back.
So wait, hold
Because
on,
I feel like when you hear the comment, you want to blame the person who said it. But
No,
But
okay.
hold on. NWA and Dave Lagana had 7 fucking weeks to remove that from this episode.
Wait.
7
No.
fucking
So
weeks.
this was around for about
This
7
was
weeks.
taped on October 1st.
Almost 2 months.
2019,
Almost 2 months.
and they did not remove it.
Almost
They
2
put
months.
it out on YouTube, and until people, it wasn't even during the live feed. During the live feed, the comments, nobody seemed to
Seems to
reference
reference
it. No one was letting it slide. It was after the fact on Twitter. Somebody put out the release and said, "How could they let this go on?" And then it became the whole shit story. So I'll let her marinate on that.
Yeah, right. Like,
You
The
want
fact-
Yeah. I mean.
no, I'm not gonna push. I'm not gonna throw anything. It's fine.
No.
Don't worry.
Okay.
You're okay. Don't worry.
I know I'm fine. I'm just worried
The
about
fact
furniture.
that
We gotta come back.
the fact that he referenced this man on a scooter in this country where there's dark people that don't look nothing like him, not going to steal chicken from him? What kind of Jim Cornette, you racist motherfucker? Let me tell you this right now. I hope you hear this shit. And I hope you should die. Die
No.
in your seat.
Kill yourself.
Well,
Different.
and that's a fair assessment.
And not even Jim Cornette, but the people that behind you. This was out for 7 weeks.
7 weeks. They had
7
7
weeks.
weeks.
You
Just like
had
the whole
all this
Gucci
time.
Blackface thing.
You had all this time. Like, wait, who is there? Are there any black people that work there
Probably
at
not.
all?
Probably not.
Like the whole show, the whole network. No one. You should not buy a ticket for that show. Burn it down. Like Seth Rollins. Burn it down.
Burn
was your-
NWA down.
What was your thoughts, Top Guy?
Like that
JJ?
is some straight bullshit. Like that is the
Yo.
most.
You know when you hear people joking in the crib, when you hear people joking in the house, and then somebody just got like the little speaker on you, and you just got that little white friend that just says all the racist shit, and it's like, it ain't gonna escape these 4 walls. He said that shit with a live microphone in front of a national audience, in front of God knows how many people. This is how much oblivious people
Yeah.
is around him.
Yep.
The fact that you can say something like
And
that,
just roll off your tongue like it's
and
nothing.
it literally bingo. Like it
It
just
just-
came out like Young A. Spencer freestyle. Like that shit just came out like water. Like he just threw it. If you hear how it rolled off his tongue, it sounds like not only he said it before, that he's gotten plenty of laughter from it before.
Exactly. Yes,
So
yes.
he's like, oh, I'm gonna use this on TV.
Oh, this is gonna be
Oh my
great.
God! So Trevor, wait till I give you my punchline, buddy. Wait till my punchline hits power. And then
It's like he does this on a regular. Like this is like natural to him.
so
This is like regular talk for him. This is like this is pillow talk almost. Like this is rolling.
right. So and then I mean common basic, white world. Everything is reactionary, not proactive. So based on the reaction, they got reactive and did what they did because they weren't going to be proactive. If nobody said anything, this would have just flown under the radar, like nothing ever happened,
Yep, sure
like it was never said. Now, here's the thing: here's the thing that irked my nerves about it. Now, let somebody like Byron Saxon say something about that towards white people.
Yep.
He would have been
Booker T.
hung out to dry faster than I can say dry.
I will say though, you make a good point, but I feel like the whole reason why this became a bigger thing is because it's Jim Cornette and because he has enemies. Now, the reason I say this is because less than a week ago, Randy Orton went up on Twitch and said, "Boom, nigga." So
to who?
yes, he said it on a Twitch live feed while playing a video game. He said, "Boom, nigga," and no one batted a fucking eye to that because Randy Orton is not Jim Cornette. So the better question that I have for you guys: how do you think this blame should be divvied up? Because I don't think 100% of the blame goes to Jim Cornette at all. Because Jim Cornette is an old dude. He's stuck in his ways, and NWA knew who he was when they hired him. So how do you think this blame should be divvied up?
That boils back to my point. So it's like I get. All right. So here's the thing: what person in y'all circles haven't heard the slip up come up, and you give them, and you sit there and you look at them, and then they like, oh shit. I wasn't supposed to say that. Jim Cornette's was a whole punchline. Like, it was a continued punchline. It wasn't a word slip. It wasn't a word spout. That shit was a whole tagline. Like, it was a continuation.
Nah, that nigga said that shit.
No, I didn't say it. No. When you say it, no. When you say that shit comes out. That shit is multiple syllables, bro. That shit ain't like shit.
Yeah.
That shit, it don't come out like that. So that you was fully intended on saying.
That's so fucking disappointing to hear about Randy Orton.
I mean,
we'll get more into that because Randy Orton had an interesting week himself.
I'm not, but I mean, but I'm not surprised. That's the thing is that how surprised can we be?
Right,
from how surprised
they all
can we be?
say it.
But that's why
it's
it's
all
like
in the damn music
the Randy.
they listen to us. They say all that shit when they say it all the time.
But damn, NWA, I was feeling y'all, yo. It's like, yo, I was rocking with y'all, man, and then it's like y'all let this shit fall under the cracks. First of all, I was like, yo, where's the brother? When is the brother gonna reach this television program? Because they ain't got none yet.
I mean,
I don't think there's a black man on NWA Power yet.
I mean, I guess you can claim Eddie Kingston. You can claim Eddie Kingston. But I think the bigger thing is, like this NWA Power, the whole popularity and why it's become a guilty pleasure for professional wrestling fans is because it feels like it's pulled from a different time and a different era. It feels like it's pulled from the 80s. In the 80s, he could get away with saying that. So,
60s.
yeah, I'm sorry, because it's pulled from a different era. If he says it in any other era, if he says it in the 90s, he says it in the 80s, I don't think people bat an eye like they do in 2019.
I mean, it's 2019.
It's a very culturally sensitive era that we're in right now.
2019.
We're in a very culturally sensitive
technology.
We're in 2019.
You got an issue with something, you can let the world know right now. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. Back then, you got one or two people making a spat, it would never spread like wildfire. Nowadays, before you even walk out your door, people know what you're doing. You get what I'm saying?
It's true.
So,
it's true, but then at the same time, it's like it's a fact that is like you really at this point in juncture in time, everything has a speaker, a camera, and a sensor.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be heard, you're gonna be watched, and no matter there's no getting around the criticism in this world in 2019. There's no way, like somebody's gonna feel it and somebody's gonna be crazy and sensitive to it. But it's still, to me, it just, I mean, I get that it wouldn't be as big because, first of all, we wouldn't be on True Hill Heat right now if it was 1990. We'd be sitting here dialing each other's phone numbers because we would have actually remembered each other's numbers.
Right.
Because nobody remembers a fucking phone number anymore because we don't remember that.
We'd be waiting on dial-up to connect through AIM.
So I get the point of the time jump,
and the long extension cord.
Yep.
Reach all the way down.
But that is how strongly he doesn't give a fuck about his racism.
I mean,
he completely doesn't give a shit.
He basically used the aftermath and all the backlash he was getting to promote his podcast for tomorrow. So he does it. It does not faze him.
That's not gonna make me watch his podcast.
Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Hills.
Watching that shit.
Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Hills.
I'll listen to it and I'll let y'all know what he says.
Yeah, guys.
Can you do it in his voice? Can you do it in his voice?
God damn, motherfucker, what I said! He's tougher than a 2-ounce steak. What do you
Thanks
want?
for your sacrifice. I ain't watching that shit.
All right, Steve Salvage says, I had to rewind it after I heard it because I couldn't believe Jim said that. Chris says, Cornette is like that old neighbor that bitches because you make too much noise when you walk. Jamie Tannock says, Jim got flamed so much online, we should rename him Kentucky Fried Cornette.
That was okay.
Chris also says, Cornette versus Hogan at Sweet Saudi Money 4 or 5 in a last racist standing match.
The only thing they missing from that match is a fucking noose.
Oh God!
Damn.
Damn!
That's for the black
They
ref.
dragging that shit, yo.
Chris says Cornette is more racist than a 13-year-old suburban kid on Xbox Live.
That sounds about right.
Damn.
Jamie Tannock also said that he said in the 90s on 2 different shows, so not only is he racist, but he's unoriginal. So I guess he's repeated this line before?
That's what I said. He's repeated it throughout different eras. He said it in Smoky Mountain Wrestling. He's probably said it on the WWE telecast if you go back to one of the times that he's commentating. So my last question in regards to this topic, do you think this is going to hurt the growing popularity of NWA Power?
The only reason why.
I'm gonna watch it, so it doesn't matter.
I mean,
The
Mr.
only
Love?
reason why I would say it would not, because keep in mind, we still got a lot of racist people out there, so they're going to keep watching.
This is true.
And for the simple fact that the company turned around and separated ways with him, then it's like, okay, well, we got rid of the bad guy. Question is, who does he get replaced with? Another white guy?
I mean, lucky for wrestling that unfortunately, the predominant fan base of wrestling are white fans. So they don't have a ton of exposure to us. NWA doesn't have a ton. NWA, I'm talking about. Like NWA in particular, does not have a lot of exposure to us. Like most people don't know what the hell NWA Power is.
It's not on the channel. It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. So like they're probably not gonna lose much viewership over it. They might get more notoriety from it, so people can pay attention to the shit that they do. So it might enhance them a little bit.
Controversy creates cash, and I mean, I honestly wouldn't have made Cornette resign. I would have kept him on there. It would have helped. The next topic that we got to get into CM Punk's debut on WWE Backstage. CM Punk made his highly anticipated debut premiere on WWE Backstage, making some interesting comments about the current WWE product, including the King Corbin Big Dog segment was bad creative. The blue WWE Universal title is stupid. And WWE is overproduced. He also left the door open for a WWE in-ring return and gave some very sound advice to Seth Rollins. He was asked, what is your advice for Seth Rollins? And before Renee Young could finish asking the question, he said, stop tweeting. He said, just don't type, just delete it. He said that when people can think that you're an idiot and you open your mouth and you confirm it, you should just keep your mouth shut. So this week's episode of WWE Backstage gained 180,000 viewers. This is way up from the premiere episode that had 49,000 viewers. This is up 80% from last week that had 100,000 viewers. So the CM Punk effect is working. So what do you guys think of the premiere for CM Punk on WWE Backstage?
he's doing what he was supposed to do, which was bring ratings. So, which is cool. I didn't see the episode, so I have to just catch it.
Just catch the highlights and catch the segments with him, because other than him, that episode was pretty boring. It was pretty boring outside.
It doesn't seem like it's a really good show to begin with,
but Punk makes it a little bit entertaining,
sure
because at least
does,
there's
but-
one person on the show that's being honest about what he thinks about WWE.
right. Everyone else is like.
Everyone else is paid by WWE. He's the only one not. He's literally the only person on the show
Fox,
that's not getting paid by WWE. And he literally.
but they need that type of person to give you the real shit, because other than that, everyone else is just freaking just like, yeah, this is awesome. No, it's not. It's really not. So, okay, great.
I'm happy that one person is being
honest.
but he's not saying
I don't agree
anything
with
groundbreaking to me.
Right, that too. That's what I'm saying. The blue belt. Okay, a lot of people have talked about the blue belt. Everyone has said they're not feeling the belt. I love the belt. I feel like they should have tweaked it a little bit more. But all they did was just change the color.
Yeah,
it should have been
it's
blue.
literally all it did.
It should have been blue way a long time ago. How
It can't be blue on Raw.
But I mean, have the blue. You know what I mean? Have the blue belt go blue and have the red belt go red. Like you know what I'm talking about. Like have the brands with the color that it's supposed to be with.
Makes
Anywho,
sense.
it's just that. Like you said, he's not doing anything original. He's just like talking about things that I'm sure he already was following. He claimed he wasn't. I'm sure
No,
he's looking at it.
He wasn't. You could tell by the way he was talking about certain things, like when he talked about King Corbin. He was like, he doesn't know Baron Corbin that well. He's one of the newer guys. He hasn't seen much from him. But he said that was a bad first experience. And he said, I quote, after watching the King Corbin Big Dog segment, he reconsidered taking this job.
Damn.
Wow. Maybe
Yeah.
I should watch
JJ?
now.
Yeah.
So, my initial reaction, and I'll be honest with you, I felt CM Punk brought True Hill Heat to Backstage.
He's
like
True Hill.
it's like he's not gonna curse as much as us, but he is literally going to bring that opinion that no one else on that program can say, because the rest of them are they got these little mics in their ear, that's little buggies that has WWE control in their heads as well. So Paige is dying to join him on all of these.
Yeah, he's like literally dangling the carrot in front of her,
dying to join him.
When he said the blue WWE Universal title is stupid, he was like, "Am I right? Am I right?" And Paige is like, he's trying to steer the pot.
And you can see it's like she's agreeing with every word he says. And
Because
he's right.
she really wants to say something, but she knows
She
her
knows that's her
position
job.
right now.
Well,
right?
to be honest,
she can't wrestle,
to be
so-
honest, before
Right.
Punk was on the show, she was the one keeping it real. She was the one that said the whole comments about Seth saying "burn it down" is corny. She said that Seth is trying to be like Becky and he's failing miserably. She's been the one on the show that's kind of been the voice of reason with it, but now it's CM Punk.
I love I love it. I really do, because now it's not only the fact that it's not more of what CM Punk is going to say, is that the fact that CM Punk's presence is there, he's going to make the rest of the panel step their shit up. So it's more of the rest of the panel, because they were boring as fuck. To your point, they were boring. Like they weren't bringing nothing.
Who's the regular people on
It was
there?
Renee Young, Paige, Booker T, appearances with Christian, and then other people with
Yeah, they have a guest. David Arquette was on this week.
Yeah.
He was pretty good on the promo school.
So the panel is not really like, oh my god, I need to go tune in to watch this.
Right,
panel.
that's what I'm saying. It's like
So CM Punk creates that element that's like, all right, he's gonna get if he can't do it, if he can't make them step they shit up, then no one else is gonna make this show successful. He is the perfect spokesperson and a perfect voice for that show, for it to find out right now if Backstage is going to even make it beyond a year.
So the only other CM Punk news that came out is before the Backstage debut, he went out on Twitter and had a very interesting Twitter comment. I don't have the complete tweet up, but basically he said that he's been catching up with 5 years worth of wrestling, and he's been seeing a lot of the good things come mostly from the women, but there's a lot of bad, and that no one was safe. And he tagged WWE on Fox, WWE Backstage, Renee Young, Vince McMahon and Mr. Tony Khan, TK for the cool kids. So that led to Tony Khan having a tweet, a response with that, and he said, "No one is safe?" ? It sounds like a plane of wrestlers in Saudi Arabia. Which Randy Orton responded with, those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, and he put out a link for an article that to about Shahid Khan, Tony Khan's father, being investigated for corruption. Hold on, before you react, hold on. The article was from 2017.
That's what I'm saying.
So Randy Orton then I think
he messy too. Like, go sit down somewhere. Like,
so Matt,
what are you doing? Like, go to your kids and your wife. Like, another person that should stay on my damn Twitter. Stop. Don't do nothing. Just go to the ring, do your job, and leave. That's it. Don't do nothing. Don't talk no more. You have been revoked, sir.
Matt Jackson replied to the tweet. Charlotte Flair as well as Britt Baker. Tony Khan, with one of the best, dropped the mics on Randy Orton, responded to Randy Orton's tweet and said, yeah, I thought you only tagged me when you're trying to get leverage for your contract negotiations.
Facts.
One drop of the mic.
Facts.
Then he picked up the mic and said, that article was actually from a year and a half ago, and it was all by former employees basically making up allegations about my father. Second mic drop. Then he picked up the mic one more time and said, that article came out a year and a half ago. Since that time, you said the N-word on Twitch.
Damn, son.
Sorry, Orton.
I don't even think he dropped the mic. I think he just had two mics in his back pocket.
Oh my
and just dropped them all.
I think you should have just shut the fuck up, Orton. Like, you just said the N-word on Twitch. Why are you even responding to this tweet?
No.
Nah, but you know what? It's like Randy Orton is sometimes pretty decent with social media.
He is.
So, but he didn't know that Tony Khan had that kind of heat coming back.
Was a savage.
He didn't know that clapback was coming. He didn't know the clapback was real. Because Randy Orton is actually pretty good on Twitter. Seth Rollins needs to take tons of notes.
Seth Rollins is just proof that Twitter game is not sexually transmitted.
For one of the WWE men, he's actually one of the better ones on the Twitter handle. You know, not speaking like the natural heels like Kevin Owens and those guys, but Randy Orton is actually pretty good. But he just got his ass handed to him by Tony Khan. He definitely got his ass handed to him.
Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels.
Chris says that Orton really just wants TK to shake his hand.
Oh, of course. Dick K and Orton. Yeah, of course. Gotta keep it consistent. And I love Tiger Mask's response to Randy Orton. And he was like, Tiger Mask from New Japan said, you were saying, and he had the article of Randy Orton sexually harassing WWE creative and the Dick K article. So, yeah, that was a great comeback, Tiger Mask. Anything else?
Austin says Khan hit him with the back-to-back.
Back-to-back-to-back.
Yeah, listen, man. Randy Orton took an L, man. He took an L. He got a lot of W's, but he definitely took an L on that one.
So before we run through all the other news that we got to go through, one more big news article that we got to go through is the results of Week 8 of the Wednesday Night Wars. So after 7 weeks straight of AEW Dynamite dominating NXT in the ratings war, NXT finally gets a victory.
What?
NXT gained 916,000 viewers for last night's episode of NXT to AEW Dynamite's 893,000. And NXT did, however, still lose in the 18 to 49 demographic. AEW got 0.39 while NXT had a 0.30. But I am sorry, I'm going to say this, I'm going to be the bearer of bad news for all you WWE marks.
This is the last one?
The niggas had to throw everyone on the fucking roster for them to win once? Are we? So literally, what WWE is going to take from this, or should take from this, they need to bring the wild card rule to NXT.
Oh, no.
Yes. If they're going to win this ratings war, they have to bring the wild card rule to NXT, or they're going to go right back to losing next week.
I mean, they're going to lose next week.
Probably.
They're going to lose next week.
Survivor Series is going to be over.
But you know what? The reason why I clap for it is because, we were on the chat last night. that was probably the best Wednesday combined
Yes,
of both shows since this shit has started.
that's true.
And we were calling it from watching the shows. NXT won that first hour because they threw everything at the table and it was done so well. So the problem with NXT is that gap was too long. That hour 2 gap was too long.
Yo,
The cool down was too
they
long.
booked.
Oh, because they booked everything at the
Cool down,
beginning and
yeah.
then they had
Like they came at you, yo, like NXT.
So what you're saying is from like
if
8:45
NXT
to like,
was a 1 hour show, that would have been the show of 2019.
I'm sorry. I feel like someone on this show's been saying that for the past fucking 7 weeks.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like
I've been saying this for 7 fucking weeks.
But like the end of the ladder match between Drago and Adam Cole, baby, was actually pretty good. I do not call him Dijak or whatever you want to call him. I call him Drago. Dijokovic. I call him Drago. I call him Drago. If he dies, he dies.
Yo, I'm sorry.
So what you're saying is from like 8:45-ish, maybe like 9:20, it just was like.
No, from 8:45 to 9:40
to like main event
to 9:45.
Literally main event.
That was no, not 8:40 because I think the Revival Undisputed Era match,
was really
which was
good.
one of the best matches
Really good.
I've seen on
It was like
Wednesday.
the top of the hour,
yes.
like from the top of the hour
it started
on.
before the top of the hour,
So
like
that's
8:45.
Yeah.
From 8:45 to 9:05, that was one of the better matches. I love that
Yeah, I
match.
love the Undisputed
That
Era.
was
like the
that
top of
was
the hour. From like 9 something right until main event time. That's a 40-minute dud.
That was the best match that NXT has had on USA Network since it's got on USA. But it was
The ladder match last week was good too, though.
not better than that. Not better than Revival versus Undisputed.
Match was
To
great.
me,
It was really good.
to me.
Really
I
good.
love the ladder match. That ladder match, me and Yim became a
Yeah.
star. The
Oh my
busted
god, that
nose and
women's match
everything.
was awesome last
Yes.
week too. Yeah. Like
But-
NXT, I thought was gonna come really close with that match, but
I could have sworn they was going to win last week.
The reason why I'm highlighting Revival versus Undisputed Era because they made Revival baby faces.
They
Revival
did.
were the baby
Yo,
faces.
you're right.
They are
And they
heels,
but how
and they got
predictable
that
was that?
pop.
How
Yeah.
predictable?
It was very predictable.
So I mean, that was kind of what made me like not feel like that match was as good as it was gonna be because it was so predictable. It was like you knew that was exactly gonna happen once that match occurred, but they still delivered one hell of a match. But I think going forward with this strategy, if there's this one thing that any company needs to learn from this, especially these idiots at WWE, they need to start these shows out with a bang.
Yeah.
Like they need to
Start
start
off with
these
someone
shows off.
strong, yeah.
So remember back in like the 98, 99 days, yo, the opening segment was on Raw.
Yes. Was it like
better not miss the first 15 minutes of Raw.
Even SmackDown,
you
though.
better not miss the first 15 minutes of
and
Raw.
honestly, last night both shows were like that because
Right.
with Becky starting off the show on NXT, it made it hot from the beginning. And the best match I have seen in the Wednesday Night Wars happened last night with Nick Jackson versus Phoenix in the opener for AEW Dynamite. That was non-stop action for a good 15 minutes. It was one of the best matches I've seen on TV all year in 2019.
I literally said that's the best match in Nick Jackson's career. Like, wow. Singles run ahead of him in his future. Because I think he's gonna go longer than Mac because Mac has a real back problem.
Yeah, I agree. Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels. 2
comments. Steve Salvage says the crowd was fully into the Revival Undisputed Era match. And from Jamie Tannock, the problem for NXT is that WWE spent years conditioning people to think of it as less than the main roster.
Yeah.
So now people don't want to bother with the developmental show because it won't be as good as the main roster.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Jamie, I don't give you credit for your comments that much, but that was a very on point analysis. That is very true. But honestly, this is the second closest that the Wednesday Night Wars has been in. And the fact that NXT threw so much into this episode and only won by 23,000 viewers, I'm a little concerned for NXT and the WWE side.
I'm not concerned because the fact that it gave us a banging week of wrestling. So it's like,
I think they're capable of doing it again.
It's like, all right, and you
And
know
they
they're
just
not
have to
gonna,
stay consistent.
you know they're not gonna have the star power there. They're not gonna have all the stars there. But now it kind of highlighted the Matt Riddles. It showed Rhea Ripley what she's capable of. It showed it gave the highlight. It gave the spotlight to the people that's on NXT. So the fact that you've seen how good these people actually are, they're not just bodies. These are really, really talented people. They actually might have done something, but we'll see in the weeks to come. But I think it gave them a spotlight that they needed.
All I'm gonna say is that I like the Becky versus Rhea Ripley. I love the Revival versus Undisputed Era. I was very surprised by Viking Raiders versus Forgotten Sons.
I'm sorry.
And the main event was really good. The last brawl at the end was really good. But there was way too many t-shirt brawls. And I was very much annoyed and I was very much done with this Survivor Series.
I swear
bullshit.
to God, that Ricochet, Matt Riddle, that 3 to 4 minutes.
That was a great
that
3
to 4 minutes
match.
was popping.
But
son.
it made me upset that I only got 3 minutes of it. So
Right.
that's all it did. That's
Right.
all it really did.
Right.
That's all it really did.
That
for
shit
me.
gave you blue balls. That shit gives you blue balls.
So it doesn't even matter.
Anyway, so we gotta go through a couple of our other WWE news. Cain Velasquez is gonna have his second WWE match on November 30th. The WWE Mexican Super Show is gonna be Cain and Humberto Carrillo versus.
Wait, what?
It's gonna be Cain Velasquez and Humberto.
You said what?
WWE Mexican Super Show. It's going to be in Mexico. It's a house show in November 30th. He's going to have his second WWE match teaming with Humberto Carrillo to versus the OC. The New Days, Feel the Power.
Name Alberto Del Rio. Like, his name is like the same shit.
Humberto Carrillo.
The same thing.
It rhymes.
The same shit.
Say all Mexicans sound the same?
No.
Oh.
That's not what I said. Don't
All
say
right,
what
Jane
it-
Cornette.
All right, Chrissy Cornette.
That's so racist.
I ain't saying that no more. Fuck that.
The New Days.
So racist.
The New Days Feel the Power podcast joins Corey Graves After the Bell podcast as the second to join the WWE Podcast Network. It's going to debut on Monday, December 2nd. ACH has officially been released from WWE, and he has been advertising that he's going to be ACH. The artist formerly known as Jordan Miles. He's going to be premiering at Heavy Metal Wrestling as well as Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment. And he decided to throw some shade at WWE and Vince McMahon on Twitter. And he said, "You can't stop the culture."
Really, Chrissy Clinton? Yeah, y'all so
Shocking.
R-Truth's new single featuring Carmella is released and it's called Run It. He didn't steal that from Chris Brown, I'm sure. Nikki Cross signs a multi-year extension with WWE. Yes. Ember Moon to be out 8 to 12 months following surgery.
Damn, what did she have surgery on?
I believe her Achilles or shoulder or something.
Yeah,
I don't really care. It's Ember Moon, as you know.
we went over this. We went over this a couple of episodes ago.
But no, she made it official on WWE Backstage. She showed up.
Yeah, we went over this a couple of weeks ago. Yeah,
Oni Lorcan is
really
the
sucks.
latest WWE superstar to ask for his release. He changed his social media account to his old independent wrestling name, Biff Busick, and he decided, yes, and he gave a release to WWE, his request, over a month ago, but we still don't know if he's going to be released.
Oni Lorcan asked for his release.
Yes, Oni Lorcan.
For what?
Because he's not being used.
Where the fuck is he gonna go?
Nowhere.
He can go to Impact Wrestling. He can go to Ring of Honor.
Oni Lorcan?
Yes, gonna go to Ring of Honor. He can go back to CCW. Anywhere.
Right.
Anywhere he wants.
Right. And anybody gives a fuck in the year 2019 where the fuck Oni Lorcan went.
Can you turn off the air?
Yep.
AEW news. AEW Bash at the Beach announcement earlier in the week for January 15th AEW Dynamite episode. It will be at the University of Miami, and it's going to be a 2-part episode.
I feel like it should be a pay-per-view, not a regular Dynamite show.
They got to bring eyes to the show.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
That if it's called Bash at the Beach, it's going to lead to all the old WCW fans watching it on TNT.
I mean, it had a connection.
Do you want to hear everybody complain, I want to see Bash at the Beach, but I don't want to pay $50 like every fucking time we have an AEW pay-per-view and we hear that shit.
All right, fine.
And then 100, guess what? Also, I didn't have this on my notes, but AEW Full Gear almost did 100,000 buys once again. So all you stupid idiots online that go, oh, no one's going to pay $50 for a pay-per-view now that the network is $9.99. 3 times in a row, AEW did a pay-per-view and 100,000 people went out on pay-per-view and spent $50.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Maybe you should shut up or think before you type. I'm just saying.
Mouth is full. They got WWE balls in their mouth. Take them out.
Take him out, please. AEW lineup for next week's Thanksgiving Eve, AEW Dynamite in Chicago, back at the home where everything started for AEW, the Sears Center. The lineup is packed. Chris Jericho versus Scorpio Sky for the AEW World Championship.
That should be great.
Omega versus Pac 2 back in Chicago Sears Center. MJF versus Hangman Page in the finals of the Dynamite Dozen for the AEW Diamond Ring. And the return of the American Nightmare Cody next week in Chicago. New Japan news.
It's a fucking pay-per-view lineup.
Absolutely, right. It is.
It's a goddamn pay-per-view lineup.
It's stacked. John Moxley is
kicking their ass.
The only New Japan news is John Moxley is still expected to work Wrestle Kingdom 14, even with the conflict between New Japan and AEW. ROH news. I'm gonna end with the good stuff. Don't worry. First, the good news.
I was really trying to limit my drinking tonight.
Mexican star Flamita has signed a new deal with Ring of Honor.
Flamita?
Yes, Flamita. Kenny King and versus Rhett Titus has been added to Final Battle Fallout,
he does shit on purpose.
which will take place on December 15th in Philly. But now to the bigger news, breaking news. ROH Woman of Honor World Champion Kelly Klein. We talked about this on True Hill Heat 53.
Tell me she got money. Did she get money?
She did not get her $24,000 a year raise that she asked for, like we talked about on True Hill Heat 53. What? No, she got fired. She got officially fired today. Her husband, BJ Whitmer, went on Twitter and basically said that Kelly was fired by Ring of Honor, by the COO, Joe Koff, via email. Not a phone call, via email. And Kelly Klein is still currently out with a concussion that she did not receive concussion protocol from Ring of Honor for.
What?
So
she can sue them.
Ring of Honor just released a response to this press release. They said that they don't usually go public with personal issues, but since the other parties seem to have made it public, they will say they did not fire Kelly Klein. They just chose not to renew her contract.
What? That's horrible. That is the most saddest shit I've ever heard in my life. How could you not give her what she wants?
$24,000.
Just $24,000. Fuck ROH, yo. Everyone should just don't pay that subscription ever again, yo. Fuck them niggas, yo.
I just want to say, ROH, you're on your deathbed. It's been
on a deathbed. They've been dead.
It's been a great ride watching y'all for the past 18 years. I've had ups and downs. My good friend in the studio audience, Security Staj, he knows my history with Ring of Honor. It goes way, way back. I have a 15-year relationship with Ring of Honor. But my family member is on their deathbed, and I think I'm about to pull the plug. I am not going to go to any Ring of Honor events in 2020. I am saying it right now on True Hill Heat 55. I will not be going to any Ring of Honor events for 2020. You cannot do this to this young woman. This young woman asked for $24,000 a year to put her body on the line to get a concussion, and you refused.
That's horrible. I'm sorry. It's horrible.
Finish off the top news. Number one contender for the Impact World Championship.
Fuck you, ROH.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Go straight to hell, you pieces of shit.
Tessa Blanchard announces that she is now engaged to Impact Wrestling and Mexican star Daga this week. Congratulations to Daga and Tessa Blanchard. I'm going to personally be congratulating you, Tessa, this weekend. I'm going to see you at the British J Cup in London, England. So I'm going to personally congratulate you for your engagement. Congrats. Impact announces a TV deal with South Africa, so they're expanding. Mance Warner versus Jimmy Havoc in a no ropes barbed wire match has been announced for MLW 0 Hour on January 11th. Timothy Thatcher versus Richard Holiday, Davey Boy Smith Jr. versus Shinjiro Atani, and Contra Unit versus Strong Hearts added to the MLW Opera Cup in New York City at the Melrose Ballroom on December 5th. And finally, MLW re-signs Joseph Smiley following re-signing MLW Heavyweight Champion Jacob Fatu. Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels before we move on.
Chris says, someone take ROH out back and put him out of their misery.
Yes.
Old Yella.
True Heel Maurice says, this was some straight bullshit by ROH. Just plain disgusting.
Absolutely.
Yo. 20.
It's just I don't even know.
Yo, $24,000 is not even rent.
Nope.
Like, that's not even rent.
Nope.
Like, so you dismissed your best talent because you couldn't pay her $26,000.
If she would have.
No, they couldn't pay her $24,000.
No, I mean
that's what she asked for.
She might have wanted.
No. That's what she asked for. That's what she asked for.
So she got paid less.
She's been making less than $24,000. She asked for $24,000, and they turned her down.
It's just
I'm just
Per year to wrestle.
what country is this in?
This is America.
Yo, Larry, this is what I'm saying.
What the fuck?
This is in America.
This woman is putting her body and her boobs on the line for this. Yo, she is the boob keeper. She has the best boobs in wrestling. And she is going to put her body on the line. Her name is Kelly Klein. Like, I can't understand these, like, yo, so we was talking about this prior to, like, their fucking main event is fucking Root and fucking PCO.
It's actually gonna be a good match.
Like,
It's gonna be a good match.
that's their biggest show of the year.
It's just I don't know.
Roosh and PCO.
Yes.
I don't.
Huge. Big time.
I don't even know what to say. But
Big time.
I can't even. Speak.
Mexican.
But they can't pay a woman $24,000.
She's
Hey,
a top star on that show.
They just re-signed PCO though, and signed
I
Bonita to
don't
a deal.
even want to hear the contract. I don't even want to hear it.
25,000. That's how much he's
No,
getting paid.
I bet you he is probably getting north of 60 to 70,000.
What?
It's not surprising.
Damn.
But that's the
That's so
the
sad.
slap in the face.
No.
The slap in the face. I ain't say she was a dime. I just said she had the best boobs in wrestling.
He looked upset.
Yeah, my man, Mr. Love looked disappointed. I just talked about boobs.
He did not look happy. It's fine.
That listen, man, her boobs are worth more than $24,000 fucking dollars.
Word, she gotta get a re-up like every 10
Right, you know what I mean? Every 10 matches, she gotta get them shits redone.
I don't know where this conversation is going, but this is what happens. So, we don't have any events to cover that happened during the week. It's been a slow week. We got more events to come that we're going to talk about for this weekend. So, real quick, I want to, quiz the top guy JJ and Miss Chrissy Love. What was your guys' best match that you saw this week? Whether it was on SmackDown, Raw, NWA Power, AEW Dark, AEW Dynamite, or NXT, what was the best match you saw and why?
Oh, this week?
This week. I'll tell y'all off the bat, I said it before, I'll say it again. Nick Jackson.
My number one match all week was Nick Jackson and Phoenix.
Nick Jackson and Phoenix was amazing because these are guys that usually are working 10 minutes at a time or 5 to 6 minutes because they have their tag team. They have their brother. And the story of them both being the little brother and always trying to eclipse their older brother. I love that little intricacy that Excalibur added to it. But some of the stuff they were pulling off and how smooth, how seamless it was. It was one of the best worked matches of the entire year.
It was magic. But now I'm going to say my best WWE match.
Because he loves WWE.
No,
remember, he's an undercover WWE mark.
I mean, what the fuck? We all love WWE at the end of the day. This surprised me because it was actually much better than I anticipated. And it wasn't the best match of the WWE. It was my favorite because they actually delivered an NXT level match. Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre on Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
Wow. I haven't seen a match on Raw like that. A match on Raw like that in a long time. I'm not saying it was the best match of the WWE week, but that shit surprised the shit out of me, and that shit was really damn good.
I loved when I seen Drew McIntyre come back on NXT. I was like, oh, this is some good shit right here. They know how to do it. All the guys were just like, fighting at the end, and like they must have did I don't know how many somersaults outside of the damn ring. It was just really, really good. As far as match is concerned for this week, I'm gonna go Revival and Undisputed Era.
Okay. I like it. Two completely different choices. Why did you like Revival versus Undisputed Era?
It just showed you like I think this week highlighted tag teams.
Yes.
Tag teams got a lot of shine this week. Well, it's not over yet, but I think between Monday and Wednesday it highlighted the tag team division that we lost a lot of, that we was complaining that we didn't see enough of. We saw it this week. And not for nothing, that match from last night was phenomenal. Love the Undisputed Era. Those are my guys, so.
You know what I did enjoy? The Viking Raiders versus Randy. Not Randy.
It was Randy Orton.
Ricochet, Randy Orton.
That was actually. Oh yeah, it was Randy. Okay.
I was very much surprised by Viking Raiders versus Forgotten Sons because once I saw Forgotten Sons come on, these guys can tell you in the group chat. I was like, okay, NXT's lost me for the night because it was the Forgotten Sons. But I saw the finish to that match, and my God, those cartwheels and then Ivar going nuts. That was great. I want to hear from you guys. Spotlight True Hills, our YouTube channel. Put in the comment section what you guys thought was the best match of the week. Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Hills now.
Looks like you got 3 people who agree with JJ. Jamie Tannock, Steve Salvage. Jamie Tannock again, so just 2. Agree with JJ about KO versus Drew. And Troy Bowden liked Revival versus Undisputed Era.
Nice.
But overall, this is what we all won this week.
Yes.
All of us won this week.
Yeah.
We got a great fucking week of wrestling matches this week, which I was ecstatic about, man.
A shout out to the Young Bucks versus Strong Hearts from AEW Dark. That was 7 minutes of nonstop action in the main event for AEW Dark. Best promo of the week. If you guys say anything other than what I'm about to say, I'm going to be very disappointed in you guys. The promo of the week was SCU and Chris Jericho. By far, hands down, it had comedy. It had building up to a matchup.
And then it was back to again on last night.
It had building up to a matchup. It had a star being put over because Scorpio Sky looked like a star across from Chris Jericho. Yep. It had basically little detail, attention to detail. Like the little attention to detail that I found out after the fact is that Chris Jericho, for over 30 years, has wanted to do the promo that started off the whole segment with him apologizing for his actions last week after losing the Scorpio Sky. He saw one of the older episodes of Happy Days with Fonzie, and Fonzie wasn't able to say sorry, and that's what he did in the beginning of his promo with having Jake Hagar basically say sorry for him and all that stuff. That part was great. Then following that, the whole interaction between SCU and Chris Jericho was just comedy extreme. I want to say it was one of the funniest bits I've seen in professional wrestling in the year 2019. I loved it. Everything about it. So what did you guys think? What was the promo of the week or non-wrestling segment for you guys?
Mr. Love, here you go. Promo.
What about you, Top Guy JJ?
I mean, while Miss Love marinates on it, I mean, I can't disagree with. I mean, literally, like once they clashed on TV, I literally said you gotta love SCU,
like,
gotta love SCU, and then what they did after that. This is why Jericho's the GOAT, man.
I was say
this is why Jericho was the GOAT. This is why Jericho was the GOAT.
I trust and believe it was awesome because he's at his prime right now.
He makes every promo sound important. Like everything seems important with him, yo. And it was just like, yo, something important is about to happen with, like, something's about to happen here. Like, yo, first of all right, security's about to break our whole set. Security's about to tear down the whole room. You gotta
move the thing out the way, guys.
Just try to make it. I fucking seeing shit flying over here and shit. Like, what the fuck is going on over here? But when when Jericho came out and started spewing, it's kind of like you can tell like he turned something magical with MJF last week.
Yes.
And
yes.
it was so annoying that it was so good.
Yep.
And then
because they were both annoying. Yes.
He knew that it's like Jericho is so good is that he knows who to do these annoying promos with and then who to just get the crowd connection with. And he did that with fucking Scorpio Skyboy. Oh my god.
Just so many different things.
Yeah.
Like the whole Scorpio, like basically saying that his life has changed. He's got his high school sweetheart that wants to go out with him next week. And then Jericho turning around and saying your high school sweetheart gained a lot of weight. Gained a lot of weight over the years. And then Scorpio Sky responded with, I like big butts and I cannot lie. One of the best comebacks of the year from a professional wrestler.
I gotta
like
look that up,
it was just awesome. Just a little reverse psychology bit by SCU against Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho acting like this president child who just wanted to do the opposite of everything SCU. I don't deserve a AEW World Title shot. Oh, you don't deserve it? You're gonna get one. You're gonna get one. Oh, you need a month? You need a month? You need 2 weeks? It's gonna happen next week. It was like, oh, okay, now it's official. We shook hands. Yo, hilarious. Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels. What you guys thought was the best promo or non-wrestling segment of the week?
Chris says Becky had a good backstage promo where she basically said, fuck the brands, I just want a strap.
Facts, that's a good one. And honorable mention to Triple H, too. His shit with Kevin Owens was spot on, too.
That was really good, but I'm sorry, Chris, it doesn't count. It was an exclusive. It wasn't even on TV. So,
Jamie Tannock says, shout out to Melanie Parsons. She gained weight since high school, but she's still a dime piece.
she is. She's one of a kind.
And Drunk Guy JJ says that the promo of the week was Lana on Raw.
No.
You still owe that shit a shot.
90 days, 90 miles, 90 feet.
90 miles.
So, is she, like,
yo, this
I'm
dumbass
confused, like,
chick,
is she
yo.
pregnant? She not
A
pregnant?
90-mile restraining order.
She's
what?
not. She's not.
I was so confused. I'm like so confused
Yeah,
about the
I
whole
didn't-
shit.
I didn't
Like,
get that either.
I don't know what they are doing with that whole thing.
And
He's
it's
like, I get so flustered. Like,
this
shut
is
the
bad.
fuck
horrible.
up.
And she was
Horrible.
messing up her word. I was like, what are you doing, sis?
Horrible.
Please stop.
It was horrible.
This is why we didn't have her on TV for so long.
Exactly. So my final question for you guys for the week: what was your favorite moment that happened? I guess outside of like promos or wrestling, whether it was on TV or online. It's gonna be a two-parter for me. I'm gonna say TK's response to Orton on Twitter, and Seth Rollins getting booed out of Full Sail, and Seth's not cool chance. Seth's not cool.
Oh,
Seth's not cool.
shit.
Seth's not cool. Seth's not cool.
I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't have nothing else to say. Like,
Drink to that.
It's your moment. It's your favorite moment.
What was your favorite moment?
Could be the same. Could be something
I'm about to
different.
say that was like the funniest shit I've seen. Like, and then he just like he was like, then going. It's just I can concur. I can disagree with that one. I mean, like it was just like you've dug yourself in this hole now, and like there's no coming out because no one gives a shit about you. Like you got the title, then you lost it. Like no one gives a shit anymore about you. Like fuck off. Like that's like.
That was the craziest part of last night's like NXT because I said to these guys in the chat, that was not an invasion by Raw and SmackDown. That was an NXT reunion show.
It
because
really was,
literally
though.
everyone they had from Raw and SmackDown were
Was
on
on
NXT
NXT
like
like
6 months ago.
Right.
Ricochet, War Raiders, Street Profits, all these motherfuckers was on the show like 6 months ago. So it felt like a reunion show until Seth Rollins came out and they reacted like he was an enemy. They finally reacted like he was somebody that was invading.
Right. At first it was like chanting, then it was like, wait, no, we don't like you, so we're gonna boo you.
Well, to be fair, Full Sail is very fickle because they went from booing them to burn it down, burn it down. Then Chopper came out, Daddy's home, Daddy's home. I was just yo, Full Sail, y'all motherfuckers are petty and fickle. Y'all niggas changed y'all mind like 4 times in 8 minutes. It was ridiculous.
I mean, to end it, I would just say literally my favorite moment of the whole week was realizing how good a fucking singles competitor Nick Jackson is.
Yes.
That
More singles matches for Nick.
Yes.
One more comment from Steve Salvage. Scariest moment was the paradigm shift from Mox on Darby from the middle row.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was one of the best
fuck.
finishes.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
And that
oh
was-
my God, he almost killed this kid.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that I was chatting with Top Guy JJ, and he was like, Darby Allin, I want to get into him, but he doesn't make his offense realistic. That whole match, all of his offense was 100% realistic. He stomped on Moxley's hand. He broke his hand by stomping it.
Yo, it's like they spent the match convincing me.
Yeah, they literally heard you.
Yes.
They spent the match convincing me. Because I was like, because I was like, all right, so first of all,
First he
before
came out
anybody
in a
says
damn
anything
bag,
stupid,
and
this
That
is
was,
not,
and that was one of the best entrances
Like
of
he came out in a
2019.
fucking
Not-
bag with a skateboard down the
Yep.
damn ramp.
this is not a superstar Billy Graham reference. So for anybody that says anything stupid, I just literally was like, I just wish that he was like 20 to 25 pounds bigger, because I don't believe that anything that he can do is going to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't believe, he's not even skinny. He's a baby.
Oh,
Like,
come on. He's not Marco. He's not Marco.
He is
He's not
literally
Marco
like
Stunt.
3 pounds bigger than Baby Seth.
But that's about 100 pounds more than Marco Stunt. So, no.
And he's
Darby
in way
Allin.
better shape.
Exactly.
He's great at what he does. It's just like, damn, you can't fight nobody that's like 200 plus, because it's like, are you really gonna hurt them? That was just my only gripe, and it's like, damn, it's like he did every little tactical thing that can hurt bigger people. Like, he stepped on hands, like he hit knees, he threw his whole fucking body at you. I literally like, this dude is a crash dummy.
I love
He's a
it.
crash dummy, and it's like he did it. He did it, man. He fucking did his little ass.
What happened in the NXT was Keith Lee and who else? The guy
Ibar.
from Ibar. They
Ibar had a fucking week, boy. Ibar had a week. That exchange with Ricochet on Raw was fucking awesome too.
That was good. But, I mean, I saw it better at NXT TakeOver.
Oh yeah,
New York.
of course.
But we gotta get into the big weekend we've been building up for. We gotta get into Survivor Series weekend. You guys put in the comment section for our YouTube channel, what was your favorite moment from television or online in wrestling this week? So, TakeOver War Games this Saturday is a big show. Woo! 2 huge War Games matches, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be the heel here. The worst built takeover in the history of takeovers.
True.
I'm just gonna say it.
Because they do focus on Survivor Series. That's why.
They've been trying to play,
The whole three,
and it hurt.
And it's only because they have the 3 brands going against each other that they didn't really focus on War Games.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say this as well. The women's War Games is the most hot shot shit I've seen in years. How did all these girls go from I want a shot at Shayna, I want a shot at Shayna, I want a shot at Shayna,
on her team.
and Bianca and Io is just like, you know what, Shayna, we're gonna team with you. I don't know why, but we're gonna team with
But
you.
didn't I say that to you last week though?
Yeah.
I was like, now all of a sudden, so we're going to fight with her instead of against her. We didn't like her. I said that last week. I said that from the get go.
Yes.
Like the whole girls War Games is cool and it's hot, but I was like, the teams, whoever put them together, is dumb. It's stupid. It's really stupid.
There was so many other ways to put this together and make it make sense.
I could have swore they would have put Shayna with her 2 girls that she already got, and she could have picked someone else to go with it. I was like, wait, how she have a team and she got her home girls and they're not even on her damn team?
Pretty much. If they're gonna do a 3-way for all these stuff at Survivor Series, should have been 3-4 teams women. You got Shayna, Marina, and Jessamine. Put Kaylee Ray with them versus Bianca, Io, Mia Yim,
Not even Io, because like
you could have put
like
Io with the Kabuki Warriors.
you could have put them with the Kabuki War. You really could have, and it still would have probably been okay or good if that. I don't have really much high hopes for this match. I'm sorry.
I mean, this is a great takeover card on paper,
right?
But
I'm gonna have more faith.
It's forced and it's not a good build.
I'm gonna have more faith in the performance
I'm
than
sure
the build.
it's gonna be a good.
I'm gonna have more
show.
faith in the performance than the actual build. I think
The show's never gonna.
This is
disappoint
going
you.
to be probably one of the best overall weekends of the entire 2019.
I wouldn't be surprised at that, but it had to be said that this is the worst takeover build.
Right, because
ever.
you know why? Because it's like, all right, they're gonna take a hit in that booking department because it's like, come on, WWE ain't that good.
Yeah.
They can't do a good Survivor Series and like, come on, they have to take a hit somewhere.
Yep.
Like they gonna focus
I mean,
all that.
the Survivor Series build up ain't that good either. It's not. We had one really good SmackDown show. We had a great go home show last night. I'm sorry, 2 good shows out of 8 is not a good build up. I'm just gonna say it. It's not.
I mean, listen,
that's 2 out of 8. That's 1 out of 4. Right, that's a 25% conversion. If you need the math, thank you, Stat King, if you're watching.
we need to focus more on these potential matches that we're getting on the card. I'm more focused on the card that's developed than really like. Look, listen, man. I was happy as fuck on Wednesday. I got a halfway decent Raw, which is not something that I've been able to say for God knows how long.
Thank God for Samoa Joe.
Like it's not like I'm taking these little wins because like WWE's been such shit.
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm getting these if I'm getting some wins here, and then I got this super win on Wednesday, I'm good going into the weekend.
Take it. So we're gonna start off with Finn Balor's return to NXT Takeover. He's gonna go 1-on-1 with the original bro, Matt Riddle. I already know what you're gonna predict, but go ahead.
You know my answer. Finn fucking Balor.
No bad comments about the bro?
Yeah, how about
no bad comments?
Why do you want me to say more about him?
Yeah, you always do.
I don't like him. What do you want me to say? He's not winning. Fuck him. Bro.
Bro.
That's what I feel like he's looking. He looks retarded. Bro. You can say bro. He's not winning. Fuck him.
Who you got, JJ?
There is no way in God's green earth Finn Balor is losing his NXT return match.
Hello.
This is no way. Like, no
I'm expecting
fucking way.
Gear.
This is going to be the setup for Finn Balor getting an NXT title match in the future.
So we're going to see the Demon on Saturday, probably.
There's no fucking way Finn Balor's losing. There's no fucking way.
I don't think a demon is necessary, but
Hey, he could be a heel.
Matt Riddle is gonna make it really cliffhanging, but he ain't losing.
It's gonna be a great match. Yeah. Number 1 contenders match. The winner of this match gets a shot at Adam Cole in the NXT Championship the following night at Survivor Series. It's gonna be Killian Dane versus Pete Dunne versus Damian Priest. Who you got in this one? This has been building for the last couple of weeks. Dunne versus Priest had 2 really good matches on NXT on USA television, but now this is the triple threat match after Pete Dunne basically broke the fingers for Killian Dane. Killian Dane has been going after him ever since, and now it's built up to this. Who you got?
Pete Dunne.
Who you got?
I think that's the obvious call. I'm gonna go with Damian Priest. I think they're gonna give him some notoriety. They're gonna give somebody what I think what's gonna happen with him is that I think that him getting this win here is gonna put him in line for the North American Championship.
Well, no, the winner of this match gets a shot at Adam Cole.
Right, the following pay-per-view, but I don't think he's going to win
the following pay-per-view. The
following night on NXT.
What's up with everyone got to be
Survivor Series. I apologize. I don't think they're going to win that title match, but I think it's going to put them in that North American Championship picture.
Okay. I'm going with Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, it just seems obvious. He's going to win.
Yep.
The first ever female War Games match is going to be Team Ripley, Rhea Ripley, Tegan Nox, Mia Yim, and Candice LeRae versus Team Baszler, Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kaylee Ray, the NXT UK Women's Champion. The order of entry advantage is to Team Baszler. Who you got in this one?
Not Team Baszler.
You going with Team Ripley?
Team Ripley.
All right. Who you got, JJ?
I got a question about that. Didn't y'all tell me that Kylie Ray was not going to go to WWE?
Kaylee Ray?
Yeah.
Kaylee Ray is not Kylie Ray.
Kylie, okay. I kind of thought that was almost like the same. Okay, right. Thank you. Thank God. I just thought the name was butchered a little bit. I'm definitely going with Team Baszler.
I'm not going with Team Baszler for the simple fact that I feel like she will most likely win the following match the next day. That's why I don't see her winning both nights.
I agree. I'm going with Team Ripley in this one.
Thank you.
Who you got? The men's War Games. It's the Undisputed
Ooh,
Era. The
that's gonna be good.
The NXT champion Adam Cole, the North American champion Roger Strong, and the tag team champions Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly versus Team Ciampa, which is Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Dominic Dijakovic, and one more to be announced. So I'm gonna need your winner. No, first I'm gonna need your last prediction for Team Ciampa and who you think's gonna win.
Not for nothing. I feel like Team Ciampa was just thrown together.
Yes, it was.
Like, just thrown in there. I feel like they didn't give Ciampa the team that he deserves.
I mean, it's all of this is thrown together. Whole card.
You're right. The whole card is.
It was supposed to be Balor versus Gargano.
This
whole card is thrown together. The triple threat match was supposed to be on Wednesday. It got thrown on this card. This whole shit is put together by Crazy Glue.
I saw that's like, wait, isn't this War Games? So I'm like, why are they having
Crazy Glue Lee sticks? You gotta deal with the shit, right?
I just don't understand the team, but whatever. Undisputed Era for sure is winning. Probably Gargano's injured, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it can't be him. Damn. Probably an old NXT person that we're probably not even gonna like. Kevin Owens.
I was gonna agree with you
Kevin Owens
there.
is going to be it.
That's the person.
Damn. So wait. And the Undisputed Era still is winning. Kevin Owens is my pick.
I'm gonna agree with Chrissy Love there. I think it's gonna be Kevin Owens.
Just because of that whole like back and forth.
No, because they attacked him on Monday.
Ding ding.
They attacked him on Monday without clearance from Triple H. So Triple H gets Owens to be the final member of Team Ciampa. But I agree with you. I think Undisputed Era gets the victory here. I think Adam Cole is gonna pull the clean sweep for Survivor Series week.
Yes, I feel like he is definitely going to win. Oh, yeah.
But you got JJ.
And that's exactly why I don't think that he's going to win on Saturday. I don't think he's going to win on Saturday. I think that nod is going to end up going to the sole survivors. You know, I think that's going to go to the survivors of Team Ciampa. Kevin Owens and Ciampa's going to shine the most in this match, I believe.
This is Ciampa's
I think he's got to get the win there because I mean, this leads to other predictions, but I'm going with Team Ciampa on this one.
All right, so we got to move on to Survivor Series.
So that's all the matches for.
That's 4 matches for Takeover. Yeah, the worst built Takeover in history.
What?
Like I said, I am not going off of that topic, and I dare somebody in the comments section to argue it. Is this not the worst built takeover in history? Someone make a compelling logical argument that you think it is.
Text him in his inbox. He won't shut up about it.
So wait, hold on. So those are the ways. You have Finn and Bro. You have the two.
We just went over
right.
It's men's, women's War Games, triple threat, Finn versus
the War Games match is gonna be long.
It's gonna be 1 hour for each War Games.
So it's still gonna be a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna make it work.
We gotta move on to Survivor Series.
Go
ahead. Jamie Tannock says Sid trying to pronounce Dijakovic is like JR trying to pronounce Emi Sakura.
No, it's like JR trying to remember what move Hardcore Holly used to do. Anyway, the WWE Survivor Series pay-per-view is the following night.
That's
like
crazy.
we talked about, the winner of the triple threat match gets a shot at the NXT Championship. So over here to the left, top guy JJ predicted Damian Priest. So Damian Priest versus Adam Cole. Who you got?
Adam Cole.
No, not you. He predicted
Adam Cole. Adam Cole.
Okay, you predicted Pete Dunne versus Adam Cole. The right answer. So who you got?
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole as well.
Sweep,
yes.
like it says, clean sweep.
Absolutely, baby.
Let it go, baby.
And that's why I don't pick Adam Cole to win on Saturday because I know he's gonna get the big win at Survivor Series.
Makes sense.
He gonna have that big ass pop, yo. Oh, that shit's got. That music gonna be.
I mean, it's gonna be in the same building.
I mean, but still.
So please listen, guys, because
on,
I am pretty sure even if you watch WWE all the time, you do not know the card for WWE Survivor Series.
You don't.
So I'm gonna break it down for you.
I don't know it.
The traditional Survivor Series elimination match, it will be 5 on 5 on 5. Men's elimination match, Team SmackDown will be Roman Reigns, Mustafa Ali, Braun Strowman, King Corbin, and Shorty G.
Yo, what the fuck? why would they put Shorty G on this
Just-
shit, yo?
just-
What the fuck is that?
Team
yo?
Raw is Seth
Yes.
Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Ricochet.
What?
Team NXT, we had a whole 2 hours on Wednesday and we still don't know.
No, right? What
So
the
traditional
fuck?
Survivor Series elimination match. The women, Team SmackDown, Sasha Banks, Carmella, Lacey
Trash.
Evans,
Trash, son.
Dana Brooke,
Oh,
and
man.
Nikki Cross.
Yo, that shit is bullshit, son. That is straight trash, son.
Team Raw, Charlotte Flair, Sarah Logan. How the hell did Sarah Logan get on the team?
Right. What the fuck?
Natalya, Kairi Sane, and Asuka versus Team NXT. 120 minutes last night, and we still don't know a single person on Team NXT
So
women.
wait, hold on. So we don't know who's on the NXT men and women team?
Yes. So who you got winning the elimination match for the men? Who you got winning the elimination match for the women?
Can I just go back to the people that are on the Raw and SmackDown team on the women's side? So you got. Where did we find Sarah Logan? Where the fuck was she at? Where the fuck is the rest of the fucking Rock Squad at? Like, who? Wait, why? When? How? Like, is she coming out to the Riot Squad music? Like, what? Who's. Charlotte, you gotta put your foot. Like, you was the captain of this team. Like, you should have picked your own people. Like, this is. Team SmackDown is Sasha Banks, Carmella. If we don't get Carmella the right color stockings, please, oh my God. Carmella, you got late. Where the fuck is Dana Brooks in this whole? She's gonna be the first one eliminated. I swear to you, everything.
So who you got? Who you got for the women? Who wins and who's the sole survivor?
Damn, like this is some. I can't even go to the bathroom because the matches is gonna be mad long. Like.
For the women, I'm going for Team Raw, Soul Survivors, Charlotte, and the Kabuki Warriors.
All three of them?
Yes. The men's match, I'm going for Team Raw. Team Raw, probably
So
seven.
you're saying no one from NXT is winning from these two matches?
No.
No.
Yeah, we haven't got eight. JJ.
Who you got? The men's and the women's elimination match. Who you got? The winning team and Soul Survivor.
Yo, it's like once we got to Survivor Series, I just got deflated. Bro.
Yeah, it's like he just
Like
shut
it's
down.
like, it's like yo,
Much
y'all
better
had-
build up than takeover.
Y'all
now.
had
All this build up
y'all
is
had
like
the
a big letdown.
opportunity. Y'all had the. I'm looking for like one match.
One good match from Survivor Series?
Survivor Series.
Off this big ass,
Yeah,
you know.
really, true.
All right, so
But
my
my predictions for the women, I'm going to go with Team Raw. Soul Survivor is going to be Charlotte Flair by herself.
for sure. Yeah, I would say you had
Survivor Series men's match, I'm going to go with Team SmackDown. Soul Survivor is going to be King
Roman
Corbin.
Ooh, that's a good answer. Good one.
Because King Corbin is going to cause Roman to get eliminated.
Yes.
With the big dog mascot.
With
so
the
the
big
two-
dog
so
mascot with him now.
And listen, Shorty G might just survive.
That was
Shorty
the
G
most
might just
stupidest thing.
Shorty G might still be in there and survive with him, but I'm definitely
Awful.
picking King
Okay,
Corbin as
so,
a survivor.
all right. My answer.
It's
I'm going
fucking
to agree with
garbage.
you both with Team Raw.
Have fun reviewing that, Mr. Love.
I mean, we got Team. I'm going with Team. What was this? Team Raw. Charlotte Flair is the survivor. Men.
That should be Sarah Logan.
No, my God. If it is, no, please, no. I'm taking 3 shots. I promise you. I will take 3 shots, and I will film it for you guys. I'm taking 3 shots.
Why not?
If it is Sarah Logan, I'm going no. For the men's team, definitely probably going to be SmackDown. I think that is the most obvious answer would be is King Corbin because he's an asshole.
I think if SmackDown wins, it's going to be Roman and Roman and Braun, actually.
Braun is gonna get himself eliminated.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's gonna
For
run.
sure.
He's gonna run and get himself counted.
So the next
The
match for
match I'm
brand,
looking forward to. Go
the
ahead.
next match for brand supremacy is the United States champion
Yes,
AJ
yes.
Styles versus
This is going to be a match.
bingo.
versus the North American champion
Bingo.
Roderick Strong versus the Intercontinental champion Shinsuke Nakamura.
I don't really see
Who you got?
Shinsuke doing much, but I'm looking forward to seeing Roderick and AJ. For
So who you got?
sure. I want Roderick to win so bad, but I know AJ will win.
Who you got, JJ?
I'm going with Shinsuke Nakamura finally getting a victory over AJ Styles.
Really?
I'm agree with Chrissy Love. I'm going with AJ Styles. Raw is going to be 2 on the board.
Yeah.
The Viking Raiders, the Raw Tag Team Champions, versus the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Undisputed Era, versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the New Day. Yeah, actually, I'm going to change my men's prediction to Team SmackDown with Roman and Braun winning. I forgot. I can't pick Raw too many times. So that's 2 Raw, 1 SmackDown for me. Who you got in the tag team triple threat?
Damn, this one.
I'm going to go with the New Day. SmackDown's own the New Day in this
SmackDown
one.
need to win, so probably just. I want Undisputed Era to win so bad. Just have him run.
He's going to do that.
I know
He's
he
still
does.
get to see
I
it.
want to see him do it as they leave too.
He never does it as
And
a
he should though. It's just like so like old NWO. It's just so like old, authentic. It's just great, and the music it reminds me of it. Anywho, okay, I'm gonna go with the Viking Raiders are definitely not winning. New Day.
Who you got?
And with this is just corresponding and lining up with my predictions, I am going with the Undisputed Era to win this triple threat tag match for NXT. They gotta get on the board.
True. Okay, I changed my answer. That in the NXT, yeah. That one.
We're going to
That's the only one that's gonna get on the board. Everything else is gonna win. You're right.
There we go.
Yeah, you're right.
And this is why they're wrong. The women's battle triple threat match is
Oh, you
the
know the
Raw
Shayna Baszler
Women's
triple threat.
Champion
Damn it.
Becky Lynch
Damn it.
versus the NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler versus the SmackDown
Shayna
Women's Champion
Baszler is definitely
Bayley.
winning this shit. She's not losing.
Absolutely.
She's definitely not
Bayley
winning.
got one up on the whole NXT roster
And
by
that's it.
attacking them,
That's
and
it. That's
now
all
she's
she's
about to
getting.
take the L in this match
Yup.
via Shayna Baszler.
Facts.
So I'm going with Shayna. Who you got?
And for that exact reason, it's exactly why I'm picking Bayley.
Okay.
I'm going with
You think-
SmackDown
you
to
think- you think-
re-enter the board because no one even thinks with an inkling that Bayley has a shot at winning this match. And Bayley is gonna do some underhanded shit, and she's gonna do some shady
No, I
shit
think so.
Nah.
to beat Becky Lynch. She ain't gonna beat Shayna Baszler.
Nah, I don't see them care about Bayley that much.
It's a Survivor Series.
Yeah, but nah.
There's no future title matches.
WWE Universal Championship is on the line. It's going to be the Fiend Bray Wyatt going one-on-one with Danny O'Brien. This one's going to be
Danny O'Brien.
Danny O'Brien. Who you got?
Bray Wyatt.
Of course.
Duh.
Who you got, JJ?
Why are we picking this match?
Who you got?
Well, dude, the Fiend. I'm never picking against the Fiend.
Okay.
I'm never
There we
picking
go.
against the Fiend. Going forward on True Hill Heat, the Fiend wins every match on every prediction for every pay-per-view.
I'm going to predict
Facts.
the Fiend will get booed for the first time besides the finish of Hell in a Cell. He's going to get booed because Danny O'Brien knows how to get the fans against a heel.
He's tree hugger.
Yes, the tree hugger himself, the planet's champion, will get the fans to
This guy's
boo
fickle.
to blue Bray to boo the Fiend.
But that-
As well, I think that he will get WWE to not turn on that red fucking light. Please, dear God, don't let that happen.
But
Oh my
but the
God.
Fiend still wins.
Yeah, the Fiend's still gonna win. The WWE Championship is
Hold on,
on
he
the
did
line.
all of that. He did all of that
Captain Planet.
to pick the
He
Fiend.
should be Captain
The
Planet.
Fiend ain't losing no more.
Hey,
I never said Danny O'Brien was
Yo,
gonna
dude, the
win.
Fiend ain't losing no more matches until
I
he
never
dies.
said that Danny O'Brien was gonna win.
The
So.
Fiend ain't losing no more matches until he dies.
WWE Championship is on the line. No holds barred. No
Oh, this is
disqualification
definitely-
match. It's gonna be Brock Lesnar going one-on-one with Rey Mysterio. Who
Ray
you got?
fucking Mysterio's winning this shit.
Whoa!
I think so. Yo,
That's
it's come on.
familiar,
I'm with her.
of course, hubby. You gonna be with her. Right.
Wait, I think there's
no one's going to expect it.
Wait, is this to make up for your racist Mexican comment earlier?
Wow. Wow, you see how niggas is like, shit.
Yo, where's your sombrero?
I don't even
She
have.
gonna be on the next show eating tortillas and shit.
Damn. You know what? Okay. That's okay. We're gonna remember
pick? Will you take a bet about this pick?
What's the bet?
Will you take a bet about this pick?
All right.
If Rey Mysterio becomes the new WWE champion at the Survivor Series, I will wear a Becky Lynch shirt on the next
I
True
know I'm
Hill
not
Heat.
waiting for the shirt.
You have to wear the Ronda Mania shirt when Brock Lesnar defeats Rey Mysterio for the WWE Championship.
Damn, I was just gonna challenge you for shots. This nigga,
I was gonna say let's do shots.
you just put your life on the
The
line.
fuck is wrong? No, I can't do
Come
that.
on, people in the comment section.
All right,
Tell her. She
Put her there, pal.
Shake my hand. It's official now. Shake my hand. That's now official. It is official.
Get her
True
size ready.
Hill Heat
Get her
56.
size ready.
True Hill Heat 56. You will see me
Don't
either
pull a no-show
wearing.
either.
You will
definitely
either.
wearing that shit. 'Cause you definitely wearing that shit. I don't know what the fuck you just did. What the fuck?
Look, see, and mad people believe that Rey Mysterio's gonna win. See
No.
what I'm saying?
Hey.
No, is that Ray about to get beat like the Quavo bottle? Like, what the fuck are you reading?
So on True Hill Heat 56,
reading?
you will either see me in the
Wait,
man
wait,
shirt,
wait,
or
wait.
you will see Chrissy wearing the Ronda Mania shirt.
Oh,
Steve
God.
Salvage says Rey Mysterio wins because of Kane and Dominic and sets up a WrestleMania match.
With who?
A WrestleMania match not for the WWE title?
I think he means sets up Brock versus Kane because Kane,
Not for the WWE
He
title?
just beat Kane in 2 minutes.
Exactly.
Who beat
Who
what?
wants to see that again?
Ask Steve.
Right.
Mysterio's an easier way to put the belt on. Yeah.
Hey, if you guys got arguments for it, let's hear it. Let's hear it from the spotlight
Oh, wow.
and the True
telling you,
Hills.
I'm really thinking that is the obvious answer. Like, why would they put
It's no
Rey
holds barred.
Mysterio against
Because
Brock Lesnar?
Brock
Why?
had no one else to fight, and Team
Brock
Raw
is even-
And he
Team Raw's
assaulted
full,
he assaulted his
and
kid.
he just beat the whole family trio.
Brock
So
Lesnar-
might as well
Brock
just
Le-
beat up Papa.
Yeah.
But-
Papa. Papito.
That's the only reason why I think you're gonna beat him down.
It's gonna be very drama filled. He's gonna look very close. It's gonna get very
Yo,
close.
man, yo,
But
Ray's
once he
over-
throw Mysterio into a ring post, it's over.
No.
I'm gonna be the one
I'm
to
just
say it.
saying, like, I just
No one
I-
wants to
gotta
say
catch
it.
him first.
No one wants to say it. I'm gonna say it.
What?
It's not 2006 and Eddie Guerrero didn't just die. Sorry.
No,
Anyway,
I'm not saying
moving
I
on.
didn't even equate the two.
No,
together.
but I'm saying that's why I'm saying Rey Mysterio ain't winning. It ain't 2006. Eddie Guerrero didn't just pass away, so he's not gonna get that big push.
My whole thing is that, like, why give Rey Mysterio this match then? Like,
Fair
why?
enough.
Because
Why-
it's telling a story.
Why give him this match? Like, why push him? Like, he's been on Raw for like, he's been back for like how long? And now,
And they've been pushing him for months.
no, they haven't.
Yes, they have. Since at least July, they've been pushing the whole him thinking that he should retire. Then Dominic was the
Oh,
one
yeah,
that
that's
told
the
him
fucking-
he shouldn't. Then Dominic was sitting front row when he
That
was going for the
Cruz-
title,
Cruz
and then
was
Brock beat him up.
I
and
will
that
say,
set up
Cruz
the whole
would
show.
I will say-
Cruz would say he could win it one more time because his kid is gonna beat it. I'm sure his whole goddamn family gonna.
I will say,
I'm telling you.
I will say, this has been the best booked WWE storyline of Survivor Series.
Yes, for sure. I agree.
I'm just saying. I just.
I will
think
go
there's
that far. I will say
just- I just think there's more of a. Why
Yeah.
should Brock?
He's gonna
And then
win.
Brock is gonna probably get it right back. Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He probably get it back on Monday. He
He
should.
ain't gonna wrestle on a Monday.
He might wrestle like it's 24 hours. Like he'll be so mad he wants the belt back. Like Paul
Yeah.
Heyman's gonna give a crazy ass promo.
Maybe. Who knows?
All right, we got a deal.
We'll see. We got our T-shirt deal. True Hill Heat 56.
You know what? I might have just read the best argument from one simple comment.
Let's hear it.
It's a way to get the title off Brock so he can go back to Fox.
Exactly.
Fox wants Brock Lesnar.
There we go.
That was the best argument that I could have received for this match. Other than that, no chance in hell. That was the best argument that I could have
That
gotten.
is
I'm still not
who
convinced.
said it?
Thing.
Anthony, of course.
Anthony.
Behind the barricade.
Oh, thank you, Anthony. I like that.
Behind the
Anthony,
Barricade?
yes, Beyond the Barricade's own Anthony, thank you for that. That was actually a compelling argument. But no.
I just no.
But no. They didn't just change the Universal title to blue So Brock
Right,
can
so
come
Brock
over
can
and
just-
beat Dean for it. I don't know. Hey, who knows?
I don't
Maybe Chrissy Love is right, and you're gonna see me in the man t-shirt.
I mean, you know
I don't
what? She
put-
might have her Hardy Boys moment of 2017, like how I did. You know,
He did.
She might just have.
I've been wrong before.
It
I've
might
been-
just happen.
Oh, I'm straight calling your ass on and across the pond. I'm like,
not?
oh,
It's gonna be like 1 a.m. for me.
It's okay.
So a plug real quick before we wrap things up on True Hill Heat 55. A plug for our new
Yeah,
lineup.
what are you calling them?
Like I said, later tonight or early tomorrow morning, we'll be dropping Ness XT, our NXT review with our good friend Pot Heel Ness. We got the AEW Dynamite review with Cash and Jimmy coming up tomorrow as well. And you're going to get a brand new edition of the 3 Count with SP3 this weekend, as well as True Hill Heat 55 will be up on our YouTube channel this weekend as well. We're also going to have the premiere of the lovely Miss Chrissy Love and the Lynch clan. Our good friend Mr. Larry Love in our studio audience. He's going to be joining with the kids for our SmackDown review with the Lynches.
I can't wait for this.
We'll also have
I can't wait for this. I can't wait. This, when you talking about you about to get some unfiltered shit.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know.
I gotta watch my mouth.
Yeah, we don't cuss in front of our kids, so this
Listen,
is gonna be real hard.
there's
Like,
got to be a part of. There's got to be a part of in the house, and there's got to be a part like outside.
There you go.
we should have
Like,
we should have a
like-
swear jar that every time we cuss, Larry.
You
like,
should.
Whether
Yes.
That should be full.
It is. That's the whole point. Like, it's funny.
Take the
Exactly.
money out and put
And
it
you know
back
how much
on
time?
there,
You know how
bro.
much time the kids love to correct us. Please,
There you go.
they're gonna be like, "No, mom, no, dad, you gotta put it in the nope." Ah, you know that.
Right, so you're gonna get the family part, and then here's the real.
Right.
And also,
Right.
Here's
this
the real.
is unfiltered with no children.
Well,
And we have the
also-
kids
Yeah,
around.
basically.
we'll also have the premiere of the Romeo Report with Romeo
definitely need to
Cologne
switch.
this weekend.
I'm definitely gonna swear judge, Chris. I am gonna get one. I'm gonna make one up.
2 more bonus segments for this weekend. We're gonna have Ness. He's gonna have a special takeover War Games review for this weekend on our YouTube channel, as well as Drunk Guy JJ will be live from Chicago, and he'll be reviewing Survivor Series.
He has survived.
So, what you guys tell them where they can find you on social media before we wrap things up.
True Hill _ Top Guy JJ. That's my Instagram, and Justin Johnson is simply my Facebook name. Yeah, I'm just still reading some of this stuff. Like, yeah, you guys really like, yo, that Brock and Kane shit was bad.
Can I just read Chris's comment? Can you read it, please?
Says, of course it's got to be Chris, right? Chrissy drank the whole bottle of tequila and ate the worm if she thinks Ray is winning.
Good analysis,
That's
Chris.
That's
That's
Chris.
Chris. His name is Chris. Yeah.
Chris,
Oh,
good analysis, Chris. Chrissy, where can they find you?
You the sensation Miss Chrissy Love on IG or Chrissy Love _ Crystal on Lynch on Facebook. So see you guys soon. See you guys on Saturday. Looking for a great weekend of wrestling. Can't wait. See you guys next week. Well, I'll see you guys on Friday for SmackDown.
She sounds so excited about
You
it. So,
With my swear jar.
if you haven't already, become a part of the True Hills group page, as well as like and support the Spotlight, Pro Wrestling Spotlight, as well as True Hill Heat page. Dirt Sheet Radio is our good friend Jonathan. He has a great Facebook page as well. And Battle Club Pro is our promotion out here in New York. True Hill Heat on the Twitter machine, at True Hill Heat. Our YouTube channel is up and running, and brand new content is up on there. So check out Going Raw with Drunk Guy JJ. 2 editions of the 3 Count with SP3, and all the new segments that we got going on this weekend with Survivor Series. There's a lot to
Top
unpack.
Guy JJ needs to show now.
On True Hill Heat 56, we're gonna have another announcement about more segments coming to our YouTube channel. So Chrissy just said we should have some for Top Guy JJ. You guys are probably wondering, why doesn't Top Guy JJ has his own segment?
He's working.
Stay tuned to True Hill Heat 56. So for our resident True Hill alcoholic, Top Guy JJ,
Be
for
patient,
the
y'all.
True
Be
Hill
patient.
bottom girl, Miss Chrissy Love, we hope you guys all
Still waiting
enjoy
for the shirt.
WWE Survivor Series weekend. So for True Hill Heat 55 until True Hill Heat 56, in 2 weeks' time, we are signing off until next time.